Are you a homeowner in New York looking to save on your property taxes? Well, discover how you can benefit from the Enhanced STAR Exemption, a program that can significantly reduce your tax burden. Seriously, if you're feeling the squeeze of local school district taxes, you are absolutely not alone. Today, we're going to unlock exactly how this program works and, more importantly, how you can claim your share of the savings. The sheer difference in savings when you move from the standard tier to the enhanced tier is just striking. To put this into perspective, based on recent 2025 data out of New York City, homeowners with the basic STAR exemption saved roughly $269, but those who qualified for the Enhanced STAR exemption, they saved $659. I mean, that is more than double the tax relief, staying right in your bank account year after year. So, welcome to this explainer. My goal today is to take the complex and, let's be honest, sometimes really confusing New York State tax codes and transform them into a simple, highly actionable guide. We're going to make sure that if you are eligible for these savings, you know exactly how to get them without having to navigate government bureaucracy blindfolded. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover an introduction to Enhanced STAR, the eligibility requirements, a step-by-step application process, important forms and deadlines, and finally, automatic income verification. Let's dive right in.
Section 1, Introduction to Enhanced STAR.
For the 2026 to 2027 school year, the Enhanced STAR program exempts the first $88,500 of your property's full value from school district taxes. Now, for a little context, the basic STAR tier only exempts $30,000. It's a massive leap. Let's think about a real-life example. Imagine a retired couple living on a fixed income upstate. Under Basic STAR, they get a modest reduction. But once they turn 65 and upgrade to Enhanced STAR, an additional $58,500 of their home's value is suddenly shielded from school taxes. This isn't just a minor discount. It is substantial financial relief designed to help older New Yorkers afford to stay in their homes. That is real money for groceries, medical bills, or, spoiling the grandkids. Moving on to Section 2. Eligibility requirements. So who actually gets this? The overarching rules are pretty straightforward. First off, you've got to own the home. Second, you must live in it as your primary residence, meaning your voter registration, driver's license, the whole shebang is tied to this address. And third is the age requirement. Starting for the 2026 benefit year, the state made a fantastic update. Literally, only one resident owner needs to be 65 or older by December 31st of the benefit year. So if a 66-year-old and a 62-year-old own and live in the home together, boom, the household meets the age requirement. But hold on, age and residency aren't the only hurdles. There's also an income cap. The hard limit you need to remember for the 2026 to 2027 benefit year is $110,750. Your combined household income has to be at or below that number. Now, how does the state define income for this? Well, it's your federal adjusted gross income minus any taxable IRA distributions. And here is a super crucial detail. For the 26-27 school year, they are looking at your tax returns from 2 years prior. So they want your 2024 income tax returns. All right, Section 3, step-by-step application process. First, we really need to address a very common pitfall where folks frequently get tripped up: applying in the wrong place. If you are a brand new homeowner or you're applying for STAR for the very first time, the exemption program is actually closed to you. You've got to register for the STAR credit, which comes as a literal check in the mail directly through the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance, online or by phone. However, if you already have the basic STAR exemption baked into your current tax bill, you upgrade it to the enhanced tier by applying directly with their local municipal assessor. Knowing which bucket you fall into is going to save you a ton of wasted paperwork. For those of you upgrading your exemption with your local assessor, the process is just 3 simple steps. Step 1, gather your documents. You're going to need proof of age, like a birth certificate, passport, or driver's license, and proof of your 2024 income, which just means your federal or state tax returns. Step 2, complete the required state forms. And step 3, submit everything directly to your local town or city assessor. Oh, and a quick tip, do not send original documents, just photocopies. Next up, Section 4, Important Forms and Deadlines. The main document you really need to get familiar with is Form RP-425E. This is the official application to upgrade your exemption for the 2026-2027 school year. It asks for basic property identification, owner names, and it has a few simple yes or no questions regarding your age, income, and whether you receive a residency-based tax benefit in another state, like a Florida homestead exemption, for instance, which, by the way, you absolutely cannot hold simultaneously with STAR. Now for literally the most important part of this entire explainer, the deadline. Another massive pitfall is doing all the hard work, getting the forms ready, and then just completely missing the submission window. For most towns in New York State, the taxable status date and your deadline to file is March 1st. But actually, take note, if you live in New York City, you have a slightly different deadline of March 15th to file your paperwork with the Department of Finance. Verify the exact date with your local assessor, mark it on your calendar, and whatever you do, don't be late. Finally, Section 5, Automatic Income Verification. Remember when I mentioned there were two forms? Right, so the second form is the RP425 IVP. This is a mandatory supplement you have to submit with your application. By providing your Social Security number on this form, you are authorizing the state's Income Verification Program, or IVP, to automatically check your tax returns in future years. So what does this actually mean for you? It means once you are enrolled in IVP, you never have to submit renewal paperwork or income copies to your local assessor again. The state just securely checks your eligibility behind the scenes. In fact, New York is making things even more seamless starting in 2026. If you're already receiving the basic STAR exemption, and the state already has your age and income data on file from previous interactions, they are going to actively notify your assessor when you turn 65. If you meet the income requirements, they will automatically upgrade you from basic to enhanced STAR without you having to lift a single finger or file a single form. I mean, talk about a game changer for simplifying tax relief. But, until that fully automated system covers absolutely everyone, you have to be your own best advocate. Check your eligibility today, contact your local assessors, and make absolutely sure you aren't leaving hundreds or even thousands of dollars in tax savings on the table. Before we wrap up, please remember this explainer provides general educational information based on New York State guidelines. Specific circumstances, like properties held in trusts, co-ops, or nursing home residencies, have unique rules. Always consult with a tax professional or your local assessor for personalized advice regarding your specific property. So I'll leave you with this final thought. What could you, or maybe a senior in your family, do with an extra several $100s of retained income every single year? The savings are out there waiting. You just have to take the step to claim them.